Welcome to Jamgamind Energy Canada. I'm Etienne Newman. Today we are decoding the regulation that is silently killing production margins across the Western Canadian Sedimentary Basin, AER Directive 060. To understand the real-world impact of this rule, we are simulating a closed-door strategy meeting at a mid-sized Calgary producer. You are going to hear two voices. Dave, the VP of Operations. He is under extreme pressure to hit quarterly volume targets and views every dollar of maintenance capital as a loss. Sarah, the Director of Regulatory Compliance. She knows that under the new rules, routine venting isn't just a fine, it is a license killer. The conflict? A legacy pad at Turner Valley that is venting 3,000 cubic meters over the limit. Dave thinks he can tweak the valves. Sarah knows they are one drone flight away from a shut-in order. Let's listen in.
Look, Sarah, I read the memo, but you're telling me I need to shut in the Turner Valley pad because of what? A few pneumatic valves? We're hitting 400 barrels a day there. You want me to kill that revenue over a paperwork issue?
It's not paperwork, Dave. It's Directive 060, and it's not just a few valves. I just got the prelim numbers back from the Green Path audit. That site is venting 18,000 cubic meters a month.
So, we've always vented there. It's routine. The AER knows we're old infrastructure. We have grandfather rights on that gear.
There are no grandfather rights for the overall vent gas limit. The hard cap is 15,000 cubic meters per site per month. Period. You are 3,000 over. And as of right now, that site is operating illegally. And the AER isn't sending warning letters anymore, Dave. They're sending shut-in orders.
Okay, fine. We're 3,000 over. That's a rounding error. I'll throttle back the separator pressure, maybe tweak the level controllers. We'll get it under 15.
You can't tweak this. That 15,000 limit now includes pneumatic devices. Those level controllers you love, the high bleed Fisher ones, they count now. Every time they snap, that's gas against your cap. And since January 1st, 2023, we were supposed to retrofit all existing pneumatics to be low bleed or no bleed. We didn't do it at Turner. We deferred the capital. Now the bill is due.
We deferred it because the retrofit was $100,000. I can't justify that payout on a legacy field. Can't we just report it as safety flaring, say the pilot light went out?
Dave, do not even joke about that. Under the new Fugitive Emissions management program, we have to do tri-annual screenings. That's 3 times a year. If we falsify a report and they fly a drone over it, which they are doing, by the way, it's not a fine. It's a non-compliance event for the whole corporate license. And by the way, safety flaring doesn't reduce your volume count. It just moves it from vented to flared. You're still over the volume limit.
Okay, so what's to fix? If I can't vent it and I can't afford to retrofit every valve, do I install a combustor?
That's option A. We put in an enclosed combustor, but that takes a permit and we need to model the dispersion to make sure we aren't hitting the neighbors with SO2. Lead time is 4 months.
4 months? I can't be shut in for 4 months.
Then we look at option B. We shut in the 3 highest venting wells on the pad. We drop production to get under the 15,000 cap.
You're talking about cutting 20% of my volume. There has to be another way. What about the fleet average? Can't we offset this with the new zero bleed site we built in Grand Prairie?
The fleet average only works for compressor seals and specific engine fleets. It does not apply to the overall vent gas limit at a specific site. The AER is explicitly clear. Every single site must be under 15,000. You cannot trade credits between sites to fix a super emitter.
So I'm trapped. If I run the wells, I breach the cap. If I fix the valves, I blow my CapEx budget. If I wait for a combustor, I lose 4 months of revenue.
You're not trapped, Dave. You're just 3 years late. Here is the reality. The AER has the authority to issue a must-conserve order. If we don't voluntarily fix this week, they will order us to conserve that gas, regardless of economics. If that happens, we don't control the timeline anymore. They do.
What do you need from me?
I need you to sign the AFE for the pneumatic retrofit today. We mobilize a crew tomorrow. We replace the high bleeds with instrument air or electric. It costs $100,000, but it keeps the oil flowing. Or you explain to the board why we lost the Turner Valley license.
Send me the AFE. But Sarah,
Yeah?
next time, don't let me defer the maintenance.
I won't.
That was the reality of AER Directive 060. You just heard a simulated conflict between Dave, a VP of operations trying to protect his quarterly volumes, and Sarah, a compliance director trying to protect the corporate license. Their argument over the Turner Valley pad isn't unique. It is happening in boardrooms across Calgary right now. The days of grandfathering old high-bleed pneumatics are over. The 15,000 cubic meter cap is absolute, and as Sarah warned, the AER is moving from warning letters to shut-in orders. You need to decide. Do you approve the retrofit AFE now, or do you explain the shut-in to your board later? To hear our next deep dive on Bill S-211, the Modern Slavery Act, and how it creates personal liability for directors, subscribe to the Full Intelligence Vault at jamgamine.com. I'm Etienne Newman. Keep your assets compliant, and I'll see you in the next briefing.